Today, President Biden headed to Philadelphia, taking his State of the Union speech on the road. Last night, the president setting his plan for the future of the country. Biden addressing on things like the crisis at the border, Israel's war with Hamas, and is expected to rematch with former President Trump in November. ABC's Perry Russum is in Washington.
This morning, Democratic congressional leadership on President Biden's State of the Union.
Smoking Joe Biden was on fire during the State of the Union address. He was lit.
Biden starting his speech last night with a direct message to Russian President Vladimir Putin over his invasion of Ukraine.
We will not walk away.
Biden setting his sights on November and his expected rematch with former President Trump. Biden not mentioning Trump by name, instead saying my predecessor at least a dozen times.
My predecessor, a former Republican president, tells Putin, quote, do whatever the hell you want. I think it's outrageous, it's dangerous, and it's unacceptable.
The president joking about his own age, calling out the Supreme Court over its ruling on Roe v. Wade, and taking on Republican lawmakers for stalling the border security bill.
Oh, you don't like that bill, huh? That conservatives got together and said it was a good bill?
The president facing outbursts in the audience from Republican Marjorie Taylor Greene and silent demonstrations from his fellow Democrats over Israel's war with Hamas. The president announcing an emergency military mission to build a temporary port in Gaza, bringing humanitarian aid to those caught in the crossfire of war.
No U.S. boots will be on the ground.
Last night, Alabama Senator Katie Britt delivering the Republican rebuttal.
The true, unvarnished state of our union begins and ends with this. Our families are hurting.
Both Biden and Trump will be on the campaign trail tomorrow, launching us into the race for the White House. Both men will be in Georgia, one of the closest races 4 years ago, with Biden winning that state by only 12,000 votes. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds releasing this statement in response to the address. She says, in part, quote, Biden wants us to believe nothing's wrong, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Iowans and Americans know it, end quote. On the other side of the river, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker tweeting this overnight, saying, we'll meet this moment from Belvedere to Washington. Thanks to the president, the State of the Union is stronger than ever, end quote. In his address, Biden described Belvedere, Illinois as a, quote, comeback story, referring to the plans to reopen the city's Stellantis plant that's scheduled to reopen next year.